Hey everybody, how's it going? Usually I would hope that you're having a lovely day. Today it just seems, I can't get the words out of my mouth. So on this channel for the last year, I've been talking a lot about the downfall of Amazon. Scott Galloway used to describe Amazon as the death of brands, meaning that when you walk through a standard store, you may be buying products based on brand names that you know are going to be good. When I buy Palmolive dish soap, or I buy a Hoover vacuum, or something like that, you recognize these brand names and you buy them based on the reputation they have, even if that individual product may be garbage. If you don't have access to the internet and you're just walking through a store and you can't Google stuff on your phone, that's how a lot of people used to shop. Whereas with Amazon, even if this product has no marketing budget, no advertising budget whatsoever, has never showed up in some Consumer Reports like publication or JD Power, when you see that the product has 110,000 reviews at 4.9 out of 5 stars, you could then trust that product and figure, okay, it's not a real brand name. I've never heard of it before, but it may be a good product. And for a long period of time, that was actually the case. Unfortunately, for the past year, and many would argue many years before that, this has been unraveling. Amazon has been becoming the worst of eBay and AliExpress combined. Dare I say it, even worse than eBay and AliExpress combined. Yet it still has that reputation of a proper online marketplace where you buy things from a real company. And it's just not the case anymore. People think that because Amazon is a $1 trillion plus market cap company that is regulated in the United States by the FTC and the Justice Department and everything else, that they're buying products that are not going to kill them. And unfortunately, that's just not how it works anymore. I've went over this in many of my videos, how they are selling bad and dangerous electrical crimps, how they sell fake fuses, how the reviews in their platform wind up just magically disappearing if you post a bad review for a product, how you can report an unsafe product and the product remains on the website, and how people who sell on Amazon bribe customers to leave good reviews. When those customers report it to Amazon, those sellers stay on the platform. And every time I reported this, there was a simp. When I talked about the dangerous electrical crimps, the simp said you're crimping it wrong. When I talked about the fuses that do not blow when you put 8 amps through a 2 amp fuse for 10 minutes, the simp said the curves. No. You should not be able to put 6 to 8 amps through a 2 amp fuse for almost 10 minutes. That's not how it works. When I talked about the fake reviews and the fact that the sellers were bribing the customers with gift cards that would only work if they left a positive review, they would say, well, how can they keep track of all of that? It's not like they have an email and a $1 trillion market cap. Here's what happens when the simps defend the misbehaving company. This video made me sick. This is a video titled, "The Deadly Self-Cleaning Litter Boxes That Have Flooded the Market." This over here is a review that says this machine killed my cat. And you can see that it is a photo of this litter box that is covered in blood. And when you continue, you'll see that this 1-star review for this purchase also just so happened to turn into a 4-star purchase right before this ad was taken down. This video tells the story of a cat that died getting into a self-cleaning litter box. Now, there are many reasons why somebody may want to have a self-cleaning litter box. I work a lot of the time. I'm not always home. And particularly back in the day when I would wake up at 7 and not leave my store until 11 o'clock at night. Those days are admittedly behind me, but I'm not home for 8 hours a day, which means that no matter how clean I keep my cat's litter box, there are going to be times where there's some shit in the box, and I have that type of asshole cat that will shit outside the box if there's even the tiniest piece of morsel of shit in 40 pounds of cat litter. I'm not going to get into that part, but it makes sense for some people to have a self-cleaning litter box. And there are many companies that make self-cleaning litter boxes that don't kill the cat. Now, I'm reading shit over here where they're talking about how they have, quote, fixed this in a firmware. You fixed the litter box killing cats in a firmware update. And you could see when you look on Amazon for this thing, you may wonder, what kind of idiot buys a litter box that kills their cat? You should have done your research. Because there's always somebody with a room temperature IQ in the comment section that needs to make themselves feel better at the expense of others by putting others down. You're not as smart as me. I know how to research better than you. Because their lives suck and they're shitty people and nobody likes them. When you take a look on Amazon over here, you'll see this litter box, 5 stars, 25 reviews, 5 stars, 16 reviews, 4.8 stars. 29 reviews from Kigsgoo. Over here, we have 5 stars, 3 reviews from Catlick. Over here, we have, okay, finally, 3 stars, 1 review from Carneta. 3.6 stars, 37 ratings from Cozy Blue. You get the point. In my videos going over fuses and crimps, you have Kizki, Kizber, all these bullshit names, which I wouldn't have a problem with if it wasn't for the fact that this is all, like, They kill a cat. Who cares? They open up a new company. They open up a new brand. They open up a new store. They rack up the fake reviews. And they keep selling the shit anyway. All of this stuff. It's right here. Talked about it all. Dangerous electrical crimps. Fake electrical fuses. Hard drives that, oh my God, I haven't even gotten to the best part yet, which is we bought a hard drive on Amazon and it had that, not only did it show up used when it was supposed to be new, it had somebody else's data on it. I was in the process of going through that video when I started getting emailed this. If you take a look over here at the products that I'm talking about over here, in this video, which got over 900,000 views, you click, these crimps are still here. When you look at the fuses that everybody says, Lewis, it's the curves. You don't understand the curves. A 2 amp fuse is not going to blow it exactly 2 amps. It's not supposed to not blow at 8 amps, you fucking simp. I don't want to hear about the curves because there's a spectrum of curves. There are the curves on Shakira and there are the curves on Lizzo. They are not the same. The curves of a fuse that is rated at 2 amps, that blows when you put 8 amps through it, sometime in less than 6 minutes, is not the same as a knee light and a Kizper and whatever the fuck this shit is. And if we don't start pushing back against this shit, you're gonna see more. You're gonna see people die. You're gonna see cats die. A cat is dead because of this bullshit ass system. What's next? Hint. When a 2 amp fuse doesn't blow until you put 10 amps through it. That's the type of thing that can kill somebody. When a crimp that is rated for 10 to 15 amps doesn't crimp properly, maybe has a little bit of resistance there. As a result, maybe you got to patch 20 or 25 or 30 amps for it to get what you rated. And maybe, who knows, maybe they're using stuff in their breaker box that also came from the same seller on Amazon. You see where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going with this idea that you're stupid, you just didn't do your research. I did my research, and as a result, I have no problem with this platform. I haven't had a problem, therefore any problem that is pointed out doesn't exist. You fuckers are ruining the world that we live in. You are, dare I say it, you are worse than the people that actually caused the problem themselves. This is the same thing that I tell people with relationship advice. No matter what situation you are in, you are worse than the person that you think is making you miserable because you put up with it. You tolerate it. It's on you. We're why this is the way it is. Because we fight amongst each other. We call each other idiots. You're dumb. You're not all racial. Oh, that's all wrong, man. This platform has sellers on it that routinely send out gift cards, and they say, we will activate this when you leave a 5-star review. When you report that product, when you report that seller to the platform, the seller stays up. And they have the fucking gall to brag that their reviews on this platform are real. Right here. Went over it in this video. At what point are we going to say enough is enough? Right now, on the front page of my YouTube channel, the top playlist is how Amazon scams consumers. I put the right to repair one in the lobbying 100. The second thing, which requires your help, for everybody in your life, let them know that Amazon is not the place they thought it was 2 or 3 or 4 years ago. They need to know that this is a dangerous, dangerous marketplace where they are more than happy to sell things that can literally kill you. Burn down your house, burn down your car, burn down your motorcycle, and kill your pet and not give 2 shits of a fuck. Literally keep the reviews up. Keep all the fake shit up while taking down the real ones that tell the truth. People need to understand because people still get this idea that when they go to Amazon, it's like going to Target. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. What follows at this point is not going to have anything to do with the topic of today's video. So I'd like to give you a few moments to pause, take your phone out of your pocket, move on to the next video, go over to your computer, hit cancel, close the web browser tab before I go on to the next part. Give you some time. So a lot of you have been commenting on this keyboard application that I announced in this video that I did a few months ago. In this video, I'm talking about Google's voice to text and how it just kind of freaked me out that when I logged into my Google account, I could see every single recording, every single transcript of everything I had ever said into my phone for over 10 years. I thought that was kind of creepy that Google didn't say that all this information was going to be accessible. So if my Google account gets hacked, well, you get to hear me arguing with my second cousin from 13 years ago and exactly what I said and be able to read it and download the recording. It's like, why are you keeping all that shit? It's weird. So we released a keyboard application that has voice to text that uses a local LLM. You can download and put in any model of your choice. The voice to text, I think, is way better than Google. Not just in how it performs, but in privacy. Way better. The swipe, I get no less than 5 emails a day saying that the swipe on this thing sucks. You're right. You're right. I'm not going to bullshit you. The swipe on it is absolute shit. So here's what we've done. We've created a website, swipe.futo.org. And when you go to this website, it is going to have a message on the screen. And what you do is you're going to swipe the message that you see on the screen. And we would like to figure out how it is people use swipe so that we can use this anonymized data set to figure out how to make the swipe not suck. So we're not asking you to type your messages and upload how you swipe your messages and upload exactly what you're saying, because that gets into the Google creepy category. What we're doing is we just put a message on the screen, and all we ask is that you swipe the message as you would usually swipe it on your normal keyboard so that we can figure out what is making this thing suck and then make it better based on your contributions. If you have some time and you'd like to go to swipe.futo.org, highly appreciate it. I mean, I've listened to your feedback. I understand it. You think the swipe on this product sucks. Point taken. Like, I need your help in making it better. I can't do that on my own. Thank you very much for anybody that chooses to help. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.